three things I'm looking for in this series, all right, just to kind of set the tone, and we can dive in. First off, we know it's star power aplenty. We'll start with the Dodgers. The first three in the order, I can argue, is the best top three of a batting order Major League Baseball has ever seen, okay? But also, I love the fact you got Trey Turner right there, drove in 100 runs. Freddie Freeman, second best average, on-base percentage, Major League Baseball leader in 2022, went over to L.A. and just kept raking. I love the fact that they're giving Will Smith, we're going to throw him into the star power, because, I can argue him and JT Realmuto, and maybe throw in Adley Rutschman. Early sign. But Julio Urias gets the call in Game 1. Dave Roberts says he's earned it. But we know Clayton Kershaw has had just as good a season as any. And then on the flip side, right, A.J. Preller made these moves at the trade deadline. He brought in one of the game's great talents in Juan Soto. Yu Darvish is a stud. He brought in Josh Hader for a series like this. So they believe. They got on that plane from New York flying out there with nothing to lose. The 14-5 Dodgers record, I don't believe is indicative of the series. Those games were tight. Yeah. It wasn't like those were rollovers. Couple question marks heading into this series. Who's going to close for the Dodgers? Okay, is it Brusdar Graterol? I love this reaction back in 2020. Game's still going, Brusdar. But anyway, black out if you want to. Is it Yancy Almonte? They have a lot of weapons, but if I'm the Padres, I go to the dugout down one, heading to the ninth, being like, we should be able to score a run here. We should figure out a way. Alex Vescia has been arguably the best left-handed reliever in the entire sport. Keep it rolling out. You got Chris Martin, Blake Trinan coming back from injury. So that's the question mark for me. Who gets the last three outs for the Dodgers? The question mark on the San Diego side, your potential Game 4 starter is Blake Snell. There wasn't a hotter pitcher coming down the stretch, right? Just completely dominant the whole entire second half. And then he had 80 pitches in 3 innings in Citi Field. Couldn't find command of really anything. And when he's on and can get that heater in the zone. So that's going to be a potential swing game, right? Could be a 2-1 Dodgers advantage going into a Blake Snell start at Petco Park. He needs to be on top of his game. Keep an eye on a couple people that I don't think the world truly knows about. They know Justin Turner, right? We all know Justin Turner. Evan Phillips has got a 1.13 ERA in 2022, and he is going to be deployed by Doc Roberts in serious high-leverage situations. Justin Turner is one of the best postseason players of all time. He's Ruthian. Also, lock in on Ha-Sung Kim this series. First off, this is Game 3, bottom of the first. No problem, Citi Field, going back on a ball. How many shortstops are like, someone, please call me off. Please call me off. Stealing bags. The moment wasn't too big for him. Kind of little showman when he walks. Didn't know what dugout to hand the bat to. And he's getting a couple left-handed starters, right? You got Urias, you got Kershaw, you got potentially Tyler Anderson in Game 3. He had a north of a 750 OPS against left-handers.
Will Myers.
And I'm kind of play off that theme. Will Myers is going to get some big at-bats early in this series against some lefties, and he hammers lefties to the tune of about an 815 OPS. You see him going dead center right there. So it's not always the superstars. We talked about this. It's the Cal Raleighs. It's the Oscar Gonzalez's of the world. Will Myers was tabbed to be a superstar when he first came up with the Kansas City Royals in that trade with the Tampa Bay Rays. So he's not going to be intimidated by the big moment. Him and Ha-Sung Kim, Devin Phillips, Justin Turner. There's a lot going on in this series.
Yeah. Now, this is...
Advantage Dodgers, obviously.
Sure, but...
I want to see how much the 5-day layoff really matters. Game 1 of these series, like, here we go. Like, if you're the Padres...
Oh, after
you
that
played... And
yes.